up, guys? I'm back with another video doing an updated brown smoky eye tutorial. As you can see, I started off with a bare face. So I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and I have a new brow trick, so I'm probably going to show you guys that in another video. First, I'm using my P.Louise base eyeshadow primer. This is my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. Chef's kiss. It's in the shade Rumor 3, and I'm just taking a flat eyeshadow brush and blending that out. Alright, so we got eyeshadow primer on, spread it out evenly. Now it's time to dive into my Anastasia Beverlyhills Soft Glam palette. I'm taking the shade, I believe it's called Cypress Umber. It is a very popular brown shade. It's in most of the Anastasia palettes. And I'm just taking a big fluffy eyeshadow brush and packing that on. I know it may come off like it looks like a blackish smoky color, but I promise you guys, this color is brown. It's just a real like dark smoky brown. Now it's time for my go-to palette and my go-to color. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm taking that light brown shade, and I'm going to use that as my transition color, and I'm going to put that up at the top. This is my absolute favorite color to use. Any makeup look that I do, I make sure I incorporate this color. Eyeshadow's done, but we're not quite finished yet. Now it's time to dive into complexion. I'm using the Stila One Step Primer. I talk about this primer all the time. Y'all are probably tired of me talking about it, but I love this primer so much. It helps a lot with color correcting. And my skin has been a little blotchy lately. I feel like I kind of know what it is, but this primer is definitely going to help. Now it's time for the GOAT of all primers. This is the Becca Ever Matte Primer, my absolute favorite. Y'all, wear this primer, you're not getting oily throughout the day. I promise. I love this primer. They discontinued it, but I'm gonna find it somewhere else. Just watch and see. I'm gonna find it. For foundation, I'm using an oldie but goodie. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. I've gotten to this like thing where I like to y'all see how I'm brushing on the foundation, then I like to blend it out. That's just like, that's my new thing. Time to conceal and contour. For concealer, I'm using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Y'all see how I turned it around because I thought y'all couldn't read it, but I ended up turning it in the way where you really couldn't read it. Y'all forgive me. For cream contour, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Stick. Now I'm just taking a brush and blending everything out. I seen this like tutorial on TikTok where they put all like the cream products on the face all at once, like foundation, concealer, cream contour, cream blush, all at once, and then just blended everything out. I think I'm gonna do a video and try that. Like the girl I watched on TikTok, she did a really great job. Like her makeup looked flawless. So I'm gonna see if that works for me. I had to take a beauty blender and go over it as well because the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer, it is kind of thick, and I think I put on a little bit too much, so I had to get that beauty blender to try to even things out. To set, I'm using the Juvia's Place Kalahari powder. This powder right here and the Airspun setting powder, they are my two absolute favorites. Like, I love them. They're amazing. To kind of set the powder and dust some of the excess away, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix press powder. Using my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, I'm taking this peach shade. I forgot the name, y'all. It's the peach shade that's right in the center, and I'm using that for blush today. Okay, so if you've been watching me, you already know I do this all the time. I always take those two brown shades in the Warrior 2 palette, and I use that for contouring so my face can look snatched. Gotta get the nose. I'm working on like a strategy to like really get my nose snatched when I contour. Like, that's one of my goals, to have a really snatched nose. Taking that foundation brush that I used before and just pressing the powders in, I just love how the finish looks when I do this. Using that dark brown that I used before in the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, I'm just using that shade to smoke out my bottom waterline. Back to the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm just taking that black shade and using that for eyeliner. I still haven't bought any more eyeliners yet, so I gotta work with what I got. Now I'm taking my NYX matte liquid liner and I'm just using that to wing it out. I'm trying to go for a nice subtle wing, like nothing too dramatic, just nice and subtle. We're almost done. Now it's time for lashes. I'm using some lashes from CC Winks Minks. Y'all, please forgive me, I forgot the name of the lashes, but like I said, they're from ccwinksminks.com, and I'm using my Ardell Duo Lash Glue to put them on, and I always use the green one. Lashes looking flawless, of course. So I'm going to put on some highlighter. Y'all already know my highlighter spilled out in my bag, and I got to get my money's worth, so I just stick my brush in there. I'm using the Juvia's Place Nefertiti highlighter. Last but not least, it's time for lips. I'm using the MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. And I'm going to ombre that in using my Bare Minerals Liquid Matte. This color is called Smooch. And y'all, these lippies smell so good. They smell like cake. And to top it off, I'm using Maybelline's Hyaluronic Lip Gloss. They are my favorite. This is in the color Ice. And for the finishing touches, Morphe Setting Spray. Alright, this is the completed look. What do you guys think? I love this look so much. It's so simple and cute, period. I feel like I killed this look. Face is snatched to the gauze. Really simple look. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.